Welcome back to the Couch Commentators podcast, the fastest growing podcast in the nation, and some would say the world. As always, I have Brandon, Dan, and James with me. We're here to talk about all things sports, so sit back and enjoy. Well, boys, how have you been, James? How about you, mate?
Yeah, been pretty good. It's good to talk about the elephant in the room. Dan, I can actually see it. Yeah, other than that, it's been a standard week. Happy to be with mates ready to podcast.
That's the way. Dan, mate, how you going down there?
Wait, I just want to say, was James calling me an elephant just then?
Yes.
Yeah, I've been pretty good. But weird thing happened to me today. Just want to tell a bit of a story right now. I got an email today. So I bought that Dragons jersey I was wearing the other week, the away jersey. Got an email today saying I've won a 2023 signed jersey for spending over $75 from the Dragons. So,
Right, how bloody good.
You know, they were probably giving those away, to be fair.
I was gonna say,
yeah, if they were in better form, I would have been more happier. But anyway.
What about you, Brandon, mate? How you doing?
Mate, absolutely fantastic. Just, great week, great weekend, and really looking forward to the NRL segment to back my boys.
Oh, Jesus.
I think it's gonna get fiery in about half an hour or so.
We might come to punches.
Yeah. Well, look, as James said earlier, guys, we'll talk about the elephant in the room. The four of us boys are here today in the same room hosting a podcast for the first time. Thumbs up, everybody.
Thumbs
You
up.
bloody beauty.
Thumbs up.
So, yeah, got some teething issues, guys. We're going to sort that out, and it'll be absolutely perfect very shortly. So I think the best part to start off with, guys, as usual, is the accountability segment. And, mate, I'll tell you what, once again, I said last week I couldn't tip my hat at the moment. I've gone for a $2.50. Oh, no, $2.50? I think I want to be actually $4. Around a $4 favourite, Samana, trained by Mara and Eustace last week at Randwick. And once again, looked home and hosed at about the 150, but with about 50 metres to go, I was just defeated on the line by about a quarter of a length. So once again, very upsetting, especially when you get as emotionally invested into it as I am. But I say it every time as well. We keep going. Keep punting.
Keep punting.
Keep punting. Now, head over to Leachy, who's been let down by the same horse back-to-back.
Yeah, look, keep punting as well, but Bruno, it should have been too good for the race, I thought. But second place again. I think it went around the corner really well again. It just didn't have the extra kick, and I don't think I'll be backing it again, boys. I think I'm gonna put that one to the discard pile and try again this week, hopefully.
Look, I mean, once again, it looked the winner 100 out, dude.
Yeah.
Flat out looked the winner 100 out.
And even the commentator was like talking it up, and I'm going, yeah, look, I think I've got it here, boys. I think I've got back to back, and
Old Darren Flindell. Mate, I reckon we could stop Winks. Seriously, I reckon we could. Chris Waller, I know you're a big fan, mate. If you're listening, you're probably lucky. We weren't as crazy as punting at the time. But Dan, now Dan's dumb decision is a hot topic every week. I don't even want to begin to explain what he had going last week, so I'll let him go.
I don't even know what I had going last week because that was a bunch of bullshit. Tigers vs Dragons ATS multi was not good. I think I got 1 out of 6, I think it was. I think all I got was Makeda and Lower. No one else fucking scored. So
Yeah.
that was great.
That was a shocking game, by the
And it
way.
was a shit game. I think I stopped watching it at half time. I just laid in bed and just watched TikTok.
The least said the better, yeah? The less said the better, sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Jim's Jam. Now, mate, you had a line bet going on. What happened there?
I'm a bit lost at sea with my bets recently. I'm trying to find my way back to shore. The Roosters, imagine them actually winning, and then Sharks not getting the job done against a bottom 8 team really hurt me. So I need to find my way back to shore this week. I'm sure I'll get there.
Yeah, I like that. Now, just quickly before we continue on, guys, question for all of you. At what point do we take our strike rate off the Facebook and all our social medias? I think we're sitting at about 5 from 25, dude. That is absolutely shocking.
Yeah.
And before this gets any bigger, I think we just We just
It's
throw up like 10 from 15 or something.
It's a yearly thing.
Yeah.
So, we get like.
Yeah, because I asked for it because originally I was pumping like 5 from like 8 or something like that.
Fucking this bloke.
It was something good, and where you guys had so many more rounds, and I was around the same price. But now mine's also looking bad, so I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah.
For only getting the one bet every week, I think we do all right.
At least you guys have had fucking wins this year, right?
Yeah.
Well, mate, look, at some stage you are allowed to change,
Your,
you know, what you want to do.
Yeah, your stupidity can go a little bit less. Stupid.
Mate, you could throw one out and throw in like a Panthers multi, like, you know, Panthers to win and, I don't know, Fisher Harris to have fucking 7 hit-ups or something, if that's a possible market. But
Instead of dumb decisions, maybe it could be like learning difficulties. Like,
Yeah.
in between.
Dan can't read. All right, look, anyway, we'll skip straight past this, guys. We'll get into the horse racing side of things. Look, I don't know about you guys, but I was at work today. I just jumped online, had a look at the spring futures markets, and was really excited seeing that the first Group 1's only in about 3 weeks' time. The Winx Stakes at Randwick. So I think it's on the 16th of August. So that's going to be fantastic. You know, where we're getting through the rough season of winter racing. Super excited. How are you guys feeling about the Spring Carnival coming up, Brandon?
There you go, mate. It's okay.
There you go.
Look.
Dan, what about you, sir?
I'm ready to waste some money.
Responsibly. That's always the one. James?
Yeah, so I try to have the winter off punting because it's not great races and you usually find yourself in a deep hole. So look forward to the spring to get back into it and find myself in a deeper hole.
Would you say spring into some winning?
Oh, nah. No.
That was a little better than last week's punt, but...
It was. Now, look, I would suggest probably the 4 biggest and most exciting races this spring carnival. Now, might get lambasted by a few, punters out there, but this is, in my opinion, the 4 biggest races that are coming up in the spring carnival. So, the Cox Plate, which is Melbourne's premier weight for age 2,000 metre race. In my opinion, second to only the Queen Elizabeth in the Autumn. You know, come at me if you'd like to in the comments. The Everest at Randwick, which is quickly becoming the second biggest race in Australia behind the Melbourne Cup. This year's edition of the Golden Eagle looks absolutely fantastic. I'm so excited for this. And then obviously the Melbourne Cup run on the first Tuesday of November. So what we'll do now is I'm gonna fly through everyone here. We're just gonna get our 4 picks for the races. Who would like to go first? Does anyone want to throw their hands up while
I'll
I
go first. I've got it.
All right, so James, Cox Plate, mate.
So
what do you
the
think?
obvious choice is Romantic Warrior, but I like value with Kovalica.
Oh, Kovalica. Yeah, okay, not bad. As long as old mate CW Chris Waller takes it there, mate.
Yeah, that's the thing. Obviously, we have to see, but it likes that 2,000 to 2,400.
Absolutely. As long as it can step up, because being a 3-year-old, if it can step up to that weight for age, bracket, it'd be fantastic. But it's really weak at the moment, that weight for age. So it's it's got a good chance. Brandon, what are you thinking, mate, for the Cox Plate?
The Cox Plate, mate. Look, my studying didn't have to go too far because I already got Lucas's top tip last week. He's given us the early tip. Romantic Warrior should storm in by a bus length. And I'm hoping as well. I'll be punting on that as well. So.
There you go. Now, Dan, you going different, mate, or?
Mate, we all know my horse knowledge isn't as vast as you guys. But I've found this horse. It's called Yellow Brick.
Ooh.
And I think, like that one movie, I can't remember what it's called, that it's going to follow the Yellow Brick Road to victory.
So one of the greatest
Dorothy?
stories of all
The
time.
Wizard of Oz, that's the one.
Now, just to show you how little Dan cares about horse racing, Yellow Brick isn't in the fucking market for the Cox Plate.
Yes, it is. Are you sure about that?
I'm not just sure, mate. I'm HRB positive.
I searched it up earlier.
Mate.
It's there.
Mate,
Yellow Brick.
This is
mate.
extremely good futures bet. Dan seeing into the future where
He's
he
thinking-
Yeah,
the
Dan's
future.
going into the 2024.
Yellow Brick. Cox Plate.
Oh, we're using different betting apps here, guys. I'm very sorry. I probably should have specified that one.
Because we don't have a betting app of choice yet.
Because we don't. But look, I've been throwing some feelers out there. I'm not going to lie to you. I've been talking to Dabble.
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 Ooh, he's been dabbling.
I've been dabbling with the dabble. You know, I've been chatting to them, so we'll see what we can work out with them. But anyway,
Well,
past that. So Dan's saying yellow brick. All right. Now I'm going to swing back down to you again, Dan.
Oh,
This
God.
is our Everest. Actually, should I pick mine? I should probably pick mine,
Yeah,
shouldn't I?
you should probably go yours first.
So my obvious is Romantic Warrior. As I said last week, beat Jubayana comfortably in Hong Kong when Jubayana smashed Animo, made him look like a benchmark horse, only in the Queen Elizabeth earlier this year. So if Romantic Warrior comes down, travels well, he should be too hard to beat. With a bit of odds, I'm looking to the New Zealand filly Prowess. So she looked very smart coming over in the autumn, winning the Vinery Stud Stakes over 2,000. She could be, you know, one of the ones that steps up to that weight for age. So that's my my top pick, Romantic Warrior, and the possible roughie Prowess. Now, on to the Everest. Dan, straight down to you, sir. What are you thinking?
I was going to go stupid, but you know, like, I'd like to think that I've gone away from my stupid ways of 2 minutes ago.
Okay.
And I'm going to go with what you need.
What you need. Okay, yeah.
What you need.
Yep. Price.
What I need is a fucking win.
It's true. And Price and Ken Jr., mate, if this thing fires early spring, it could absolutely get one of the slot holders screaming for him. So, not a bad pick. What about you, Brandon?
Well, look, I've actually picked the winner of last year's one, so I will be picking it again. Giga Kick, Giga Kick, Giga Kick, Giga
Big fan here, guys.
Kick.
James, who's your pick in the Everest?
I won't think about it.
Ooh.
It's just a horse that it's always fun to be on. It's always in with a shout, always decent odds. So yeah, I like backing it.
I think he's 6 or 7 wins in a row.
Yeah.
So
He's
you know,
insane.
culminating in 2 Group 1 wins. So at the end of the Queensland Carnival. So my pick for the Everest, guys. You can see this here. There's a certain fella called Nature Strip. He will be my pick for sentimental reasons. If worse comes to worse and he doesn't fire first up and Chris Waller retires him, I'm all over I Wish I Win. So that'll be...
And you'll be crying in your bedroom for weeks on end.
Maybe. But in my opinion now, the most exciting race of the Spring Carnival, the Golden Eagle, restricted to only 4-year-olds. There are so many fantastic 4-year-olds running around at the moment. Hopefully you guys have had a chance to look at the futures market because I want your top tips, and I'm going to start with James.
I've taken a page out of Brandon's book here, and I've went with Giga Kick. I think it's probably going to be too good in this race.
Okay, fair enough. Brandon,
I've took a page out of Brandon's book here, and I've gone with Giga Kick. It's gonna be Giga Kick's year, mate. It's Giga Kick's year. Gonna win everything.
fair enough. And Dan, please, mate.
Well, I feel like Lucas has been talking this horse up for so many fucking months, but I'm not going to go with it.
Righto.
I'm going to go with Hawaii 5-0.
Ooh,
Not a bad bet. Very smart horse, mate. Very smart horse. Okay. Yeah, look, guys, in what I said earlier, probably the most exciting race, the Spring Carnival, Golden Eagle. I will be taking Amelia's Jewel. I know, shock horror. I talk about her all the time, but apologies. 1,500 metres at Rose Hill. Look, Giga Kick's gotten out to 1,400 before, yes, but we have seen Amelia's Jewel go from 1,000 metres as a 2-year-old out to 1,800 as a 3-year-old, and her turn of foot at the end of 1,800, even the end of 1,600, is mind-blowing. So I think she will be stronger, you know, getting towards that mile than a Giga Kick or a In Secret. So that'll be my pick there. Last one we'll talk about, Melbourne Cup. Brandon, what have you got for us, sir?
Well, the Cup big race day. I'm picking. I believe it was the favourite last year, Luna Flare.
Ooh, Luna Flare. Yeah, scratched on race morning last year.
So
actually.
I think give it a chance and it might win. So,
Yeah,
hopefully.
the further the better for her, for sure.
Hopefully.
Dan, I could see you studying a form guide rapidly over there.
It's all going in his
Do
brain.
you need help pronouncing one of the names? Because
No.
all right, hit me, mate. What do you got for us?
I feel like that this horse is going to bring some real big energy. And that's why I'm going with big energy.
Big energy.
That's big energy.
Is that a shock that I've never even fucking heard of that horse?
On tap, it's the third horse.
I'm sorry?
Mate, it's look, he has got big energy already.
Big energy, the third horse.
We all look at the same Melbourne Cup here.
Oh no. Dan, show the camera. Show the camera what you're looking at. Tell us when you realise. We're both looking at the fucking greyhound. I saw Postman Pat because I know Postman Pat's been popping up all over my Twitter and Facebook. That Postman Pat greyhound is a fucking weapon.
How is it still 3,000 meters though?
It's
good.
It's
That is
not.
good. Well, hot tip, big energy.
Big energy.
Big energy.
Big energy. Melbourne Cup and greyhound. So anyway,
I'm trusting.
we'll skip Dan for now. We'll head over to James for his Melbourne Cup top tip.
I hate backing in the Melbourne Cup. It's an impossible race. They make it impossible, and that's why it's fun to watch. So I'm throwing shit at the wall. It might not even run, and I'll go Kovalica.
Ooh,
I think it's in for a big year this year. Whenever it gets to start, I'm going to be on.
Yep, it is. It made it's yeah. Well, Wallace said today.
Yeah.
I think
didn't even hear it.
What I said yesterday. Sorry. He's got his Cups horse. His Cups horses all planned out.
Yeah.
Kovalica was one of them. Dan, you got yours yet, mate?
Yeah, mate.
All right, hit us.
Mate, there's a certain jersey behind me that has a certain team on it. And it's St. George Illawarra Dragons. And there is a horse in the Melbourne Cup called St. George.
Ooh.
So I'm going to have to go for it.
Any chance you give us some odds at that, mate?
It's paying $26.
You know what? That usually wins Melbourne Cup.
Bit of an omen bet. I like it.
Very nice, very nice. I think it's an overseas galloper, mate. So very interesting to see if it comes out. Now, being the Melbourne Cup, I've been punting on the Melbourne Cup for a few years, and I've not backed anything, mate. I could stop a train when it comes to the Melbourne Cup. I've got three. I've got three horses.
Oh, that's illegal.
No.
You didn't give us a
Okay. I'm sorry.
Because I haven't seen your record.
Don't stress. So, Vauban was very impressive at Royal Ascot earlier in June in one of the lead-up races for it. I won't pick her. I'm going to go Francesco Gardi, trained by the old man himself, C.J. Waller, to win the Melbourne Cup on the first Tuesday in November.
Nice.
So that'll bring an end to the horse racing talk. I think that was pretty bloody good.
Yeah, that's good.
Now, this part's where I hand over to James because we're going to talk Ashes and we're going to just, probably shit on the Poms, to be honest with you.
So after last week, I've just got rid of technology and I went to a trusty dusty notepad. So, what a test! What a result! How good is it? Retained. I love that word. But we got to address some other elephants in the room. Sorry, Dan, hit me again. But are England good at cricket now? Are Australia bad at cricket now? Should we have withdrawn the appeal on Bairstow not because of the mythical spirit of cricket, but because it's woken up Bazball and I'm scared? These are the questions that go on in my head every night that I go to sleep, keeping me up. So I'll go for a bit of a recap here. First innings, everyone was getting a bit of a start, scoring 20s, 30s, even Warner could get some runs, but nobody could capitalise and make a big thing of it. Only 250s, I think it was, with Marnus and Marsh. Those names will come up later. The second innings, England, that's where the game kicked off. Did anyone see that?
No. In all honesty, I was asleep.
Zach Crawley, 189 of 182.
Boys made a fucking ODI.
It was a fucking biblical effort. He made it look easy. I thought the pitch might have been doing stuff after day one and the start of day two, but it looked as flat as a tack for him. He was seeing them like beach balls. Everyone's favourite Pommy Bairstow got stranded on 99 not out. The tail couldn't get it done for him, and he fell short. And it turned out that it may have been left into bat a bit too long. So third innings, Australia was losing cheap wickets. Marnus Labuschagne scores only his second 100 away from home to really save the Test match for Australia. And Mitch Marsh as I said, his name would come up again, absorbed 107 balls before Australia's 12th man came in. The rain. Everyone, what an outstanding game by the rain. Came in day 4, played all through day 5, retaining the Ashes for Australia, and there's no better feeling.
I think the rain should be man of the series, honestly.
Yep.
Honestly.
In the words of Julius Caesar, the rain came, saw, and conquered.
And in the words of Toto, I bless the rains down in Africa, in England.
Is that what he said?
So I've got a couple of talking points, mainly for the that came from this test and for the next test.
Yep.
Do we bring in Todd Murphy probably to drop out Cameron Green because the all pace attack seemed to be a bit too easy to pick off for the English batsman? Lucas, any thoughts?
Look, I've got a lot of thoughts going on in my head, but unfortunately, guys, cricket isn't a strong point of mine, especially at 2 a.m. All I know is that, Old Trafford wet, Manchester wet, England cold, Piss Morgan cry. But yeah, look, Todd Murphy, I'd suggest, most times you need at least one spinner in there, don't you?
Yeah, that's what I think, and I think after watching that English innings, it's sort of the consensus with most Australian fans that just needed a bit of a change up because bowling on the top of off or bowling down was just getting smashed everywhere.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
The next question I've got: do we think about Boland or Nisa in the team, Dan?
Scotty B in the GB needs to happen.
Because this game is at the Oval where we played India and Scotty had some good figures.
Yeah, Scotty did play well against India in the World Test Championship final. So I think we do give him a look, but I doubt whether he'll get his name on the sheet for the game.
And Brendan, Warner scored some runs, but he needs to score some runs while we win a game. Do you reckon he can get the job done this test?
Look, mate, I am a big Davey Warner fan, and I think he deserves to go out in style. I think you give him a chance, he'll rise to the occasion. So I think big Davey Warner, man, mate, put him in. He'll do the job.
Good stuff. So this week, Thursday night, at the Oval in London, Weatherman James, after nailing it last week, just quietly. It's meant to be overcast and showers throughout most of the test match. So
You know,
the top man's back, but when they're on, the ball could be moving a lot. That's why Nasa might actually be a shout, even though I haven't been a big supporter of him for most of the test series. He could be a shout for this game. But that's about it. Lucas?
We're on the topic of cricket. I just want to say, did anyone know that America has just started their own T20 series called Major League Cricket?
Of course it is. A fucking course it is, dude.
Funded
Well,
by
they've got
very
actually
wealthy Indians. So a lot of the teams will correlate with the IPL team. So there's the New South Wales team as well and stuff like that. But
So you've got
they're like our players sent over there to play for Dallas and stuff like that.
you've got Seattle Walkers, the Texas Super Kings,
Super kid.
Washington Freedom. Am I New York? No, I'm not New York.
Am I New York?
Am I New York? Am I New York?
Oh, I thought you were saying, am I New York?
No, am I New York? Yeah. San Francisco Unicorns.
Oh, fuck, man. What is it with Yanks? Nice.
These are also a lot named by the Indians and stuff that own the teams and stuff.
Okay, I'll say that.
And the Los Angeles Knight Riders.
Yeah, that's.
You'll see these dick riders more like it. Anyway, I just want to say, when it comes to cricket, it's just UK. No, it's probably just cricket in the UK. Can you come up with a shitter name of a stadium than the Oval or Lords? At least we've got names here, right? We've got the Gabba, named after an iconic Australian dance. Right? We've got... We good?
think that one got dead.
That one got him, yeah. We've got the Wacker, right? An absolutely fantastic name. The Western Australian Cricket...
Named
Association.
after...
Oh, shit. I might have...
Association. It's named after the association.
Named after what you do to a cricket ball.
You whack it.
Whack it. Yeah.
It's a bit like Yakka, but it's hard whacker instead, right? So we've got those two names. They've got the Oval. Mate, can you imagine the bloke that signed off on this name at fucking council over there in the UK? Just
This
It's
field
like-
looks like an oval.
no, honestly, you know what it's like? Have you guys seen that meme of the security guard in the UK at the soccer game, where people are like going up to him and he's like patting them down, but he's just doing this? Have you seen that? Oh, if you find the video, put it up when I'm saying this, because it's a fucking laugh, and that's probably what the bloke naming the standee was like. Anyway, sorry, that was just my little rant.
Fuck the bombs.
Yeah.
Fuck the ball.
Speaking about American sport, the greatest soccer player of all time, Lionel Messi, recently signed for Inter Miami CF. I don't know why it's FC. Maybe the Yanks are trying to be more European, but Messi scored a 94th minute winner, an absolutely gorgeous free kick to kick off his time over there. And just today, recording this video on a Wednesday, just today he scored 2 goals this morning in another game in 20 minutes. He's miles too good for the level he's playing in, but he's also making some thick bank. What do you reckon, James?
Yeah, it brought a tear to my eye and David Beckham's eye with that free kick. Like, not many keepers in the world are stopping that, let alone a reserve grade keeper played in a standard that's a bit above A-League. So, Messi's just way too good.
Yeah. Brandon?
Well, as the fans have seen this whole podcast, I'm actually wearing a jersey right here. It's Portugal's jersey, because my GOAT is this guy right here, Cristiano Ronaldo, number 7. Now, I'm a big fan of the Saudi Arabian League, so I don't really care for Messi too much, but I did see the goal. It was very nice. It was a good goal. So.
He's only saying he's a fan of the Saudi Arabian League team, just in case they want to sign him.
Yeah, I was
They offer stupid money. This bloke's just,
No, actually, this jersey's not even mine. If you're one of the fans and you see this jersey, it could be yours. It might be one of my friends.
Someone gave it to me when we were playing indoor soccer.
Dude, is there any chance that's Kyle Hayward's?
Could be.
This could be fucking gold if it's yours, Kyle.
Dan, mate, what do you think about Messi's goal? How was it?
Mate, fucking beautiful. It's always glorious to watch Messi play soccer.
It is, mate. It is. We're blessed to have seen him, and I really think him winning that World Cup in December solidifies his status as the greatest of all time.
100%.
Yeah? Cool. Now we'll move on to the UFC. Now, to the cheers of many, Khamzat Chimaev has finally got a fight scheduled against Paulo Costa. It's happening at the Abu Dhabi card later this year. It's a bit shit because it means we're going to wait over a year to see Khamzat fight. But look, that's something I'm so excited for. Brandon, I know you're a massive fan of boars.
Mate, massive fan. I kill everybody, obviously.
Yep.
No, but I'm so gassed to see him fight. He's fighting at middleweight, so that is that's something. Obviously, he won't be able to manhandle as much. I don't think the wrestling. We'll find out though. We'll see. It's great. I'm so gassed.
Dan, you got any thoughts about old Khamzat, mate? Or
Khamzat,
Yeah, it's a good fighter.
Alright, cool.
He is good. He is good.
James, mate, what do you got for us?
It's also first fight in a while for Paulo Costa, because he'd been getting scheduled for fights and not being scheduled for fights for a while, so he'll be about a year off out of the gloves as well, won't he?
Easily.
Because he was originally going to fight Robbie Whittaker, and that didn't happen.
Yeah, but he bailed from that. But this is what I'm worried about with Khamzat is Paulo Costa just feels like he'll just say, nah, I don't want to fight, and he just pulls out of a fight. Word is he's got one fight left on his contract, right? And he's sort of jockeying with Dana for a better contract, which is extremely frustrating. But yeah, like Brandon said, he's going up a weight class, but he's just pure excitement. I want to see if he can ragdoll Costa like he did to the welterweights. Hey,
That'd be beautiful.
yeah, close the distance, take him down, beat him up, and then scream, kill everybody.
Kill everybody.
Did you see the interview he did where he explained that he doesn't know English? So all he knew to say was kill everybody, smash, and that was it. So he was getting booed in the crowd, and all he could say was, I kill everybody. All right, now Dan, over to you, sir. This is Well, I mean, I'll let you explain. Who we
I
got?
will take the reins. We're doing a guest athlete tonight. You know, I just thought, mix it up. And Lucas,
I'm all ears, mate.
it's coming at you.
That's fine. More than happy.
Guess the athlete.
Yep.
Lucas, here we go. 60 seconds on the clock starting now.
Oh, soccer,
No,
swimming,
no,
tennis,
no.
basketball,
Yes.
NBA.
Yes.
Currently playing.
No.
Played for the Bulls.
No.
Played for the Lakers.
Yes.
Magic Johnson. Was it that easy?
It's like one of 3 plays.
I thought surely you're gonna fucking say Kobe first.
No, I don't. Oh, I'm not gonna say it.
I was waiting for something that had to be cut to be said.
Yeah.
Fuck. Well, I think that was record time.
Seriously, dude, how long was that? That'd have been like 12 seconds.
I think it's 22 seconds.
Fuck, I'm a G.
Yeah, 22:31. I stopped it at.
That's not bad.
Let's just get that for the camera right there. That'll be on screen. But...
Was that first guess every time except for the Bulls?
No.
What am I saying? Nah, shut up. I know. And guys, NRL talk. We've got a lot of stuff to get through here. Now, James was just saying previously about, bye rounds are finally over. So, where to for here?
Yeah, it's everything's getting really hectic. It's busy. There's the women's game started. Everything's just going on at once. There's so much to talk about. Where do we want to start? Try July?
Look, mate, try July is probably the way to go about it. Anything really stand out to you guys over the weekend?
Not gonna lie to you, I did not watch much rugby league over the weekend.
Wow, fake fan.
Yeah.
Dan's just here to just
Fake fan.
chat shit, isn't he?
Yeah.
My favourite definitely was the Parramatta girls, the limbo they did. I don't know if you guys seen it. They picked up one of the girls and just 5 of them limboed underneath. Just,
It felt like a whole ball.
it was beautiful to see. Parramatta definitely the women's team did it the best.
Nice.
Yeah, they only scored 2 tries, and the second one was also a banger. They all froze, and it looked like the screen had glitched out. No one was moving, and then all of a sudden they started celebrating properly, and I'm like, oh jeez. Did you see the Tigers girls one in retaliation?
Well, you know what? This is fantastic. Quick story. I think I said it last week. I bet a bloke at work a 6-pack of beer that the Tigers would win, right? Last week. I did not specify which team. So I went into work yesterday, on Monday, and said, mate, I told you the Tigers would win, and we did, and I'm yet to pay up. But it was great watching the. I was at the pub actually during that game and watching them play. They were playing good.
Yeah,
They were really good.
So did you see the 10-pin bowling?
It's called a 10-pin bowling, yes. That was probably my third favourite celebration of the week. The second favourite was the limbo one. My favourite for sure was Brian Toto and Blades of Glory.
Oh, yeah,
That was
I did see that one on TikTok.
and of all the places to do it, it had to be Toto, mate. The bloke's a fucking legend. I love him so much.
People were saying that he's sus for doing it and all this shit. I'm like, how the fuck is that sus? It's just-
Mate, I'd hold Toto like that if he asked me to.
As rugby league players, there's so much more stuff that they would do in a change room or in the field than that.
Sometimes not even in the change rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Sometimes in nightclubs.
Was it just this week? Ponga grabbed someone on the dick or something like that.
Oh no, it was Munster.
Oh,
Munster.
I was going to say, Ponga used to do that.
Great. Sorry,
Yeah,
right.
Harry Grant grabbed Gagai on the dick.
Grab his dick and twist it.
I think Ponga did that too, but it was in a cubicle in Newcastle. Look, speaking about NRLW, it's good to see the game back because we all went to the grand final last year. We got in early to watch the female grand final.
Yeah.
It was a good game.
I really love the NRLW back just for us purely because we get to say we won on the weekend. Like I get to say Sharks won, Tigers won.
Fuck you.
I don't know about Dragons.
Dragons men's team won, so.
Oh yes, yeah.
Sorry, we didn't care about that game.
It gives you a little bit to be happy about the week
Yeah.
if you have lost. So.
But did you guys see the biting? The cheeky biting allegation.
Yeah,
It was not much of an allegation. It was signed, sealed, delivered.
It was full on, and apparently the chick was crying.
Yeah, at the trial or something.
Yeah. I mean, don't fucking do it.
Look, in her defense,
You guys, yeah, go on.
the
Charles.
arm was like hard up in there.
It was,
like,
it was.
Like she bit it. Like,
Exactly. Have you seen the meme where the person's riding the bike and they reach down and put a stick between the spokes and then blame something else?
Yeah.
It's just that. It's just that. But Dan, you saw the dislocated finger, didn't you?
Yeah.
It was pretty feral, wasn't it?
Bro, that was like worse than Brian Fletcher. That
Yeah,
shit was
it's
like fucking like
Yeah.
over there.
Did she keep playing?
She played another like
Oh,
two tackles,
Oh,
with it or whatever. And it was like, yeah,
It's so filthy, isn't it?
it was crooked. It was like facing that way.
Yeah.
It was crook and crooked.
Yeah. You know what else is crooked? Anyone that watched the Spoon Bowl last Thursday night.
And it was me and you.
Oh, mate, I was in and out of sleep in the second half.
So was I, don't worry.
It's, so the Tigers versus Dragons, guys. So me and Dan watched it. Did you blokes take the time out of your Thursday nights to watch?
I was mainly watching the cricket, but it was still on.
I think I would have preferred to watch the fucking Matildas play, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it was a bit like that, wasn't it? Brandon, go on, mate. Have you say?
Mate, whatever I seen of it was just drop balls and just bad play all throughout it. I was at work for like a bit of it and then came home to see that. So I was like, nah, I'm not watching that. I'll go watch something else in the room like that.
Yeah, mate. It was a shocking display from the two worst teams in the comp. But I seriously think the Tigers are just so far below everybody else. I don't know what else to say. They're just shit.
At least we can agree on something that both our teams are shit.
Yeah, but you won. If the Tigers had won, I wouldn't be saying they're shit. I'd be saying we're storming into the 8.
Yeah, but, like, did you
Right.
see how they played?
It's always next year.
Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, all right.
Now, speaking about storming into something, how about the fucking Wars storming into the top 4, though?
Oh, mate.
You know,
Fucking
it's...
beautiful.
Mate, how good is it to see?
Not only the top 4, they're coming third.
How good's that?
And
Yeah, they're playing some decent footy now, albeit it was pretty scary the last few minutes against the Raiders. Unfortunately, the man himself, Jared Croker, couldn't kill the game off right at the end there. But you know, the next few minutes of extra time were fantastic. James, did you get to watch that one, mate?
Yeah, I was watching it with the guy to my left here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good to see the composure they had going into extra time. It's like they've been there for the last 12 years, where realistically they've been a bottom 4 team for most of that time.
Surprising, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's seriously so surprising how calm and collected they looked.
They never looked like missing it when they got that 7 tackle set. It was just straight. All right, we know what we're doing. Up the field, kick the field goal. Game.
Brandon, did you? I mean, you were there with the
yeah, not much more to add. I mean, yeah, Sean Johnson clutch. Other than that, you know, like, what was I going to say? There was something in my head I was thinking of. Up Cronulla, but the Warriors have won. I think it's have lost once in the last like 7 games, which is absolute crazy. And it was only to, I think, the Rabbitohs. Yeah.
Fixing down, right?
Yeah.
And for that stat is the reason I'm going for Warriors for the rest of the year.
Oh,
Fair call.
Where's your wild jersey?
Before I get to your opinion on the game, Dan, I just want to say it definitely seems that Sean Johnson hates the Sharks and prefers it in NZ. Dan, thoughts on the game? Okay.
I mean, who wouldn't hate the Sharks? Like, realistically. Fucking beautiful games. Good season was playing good footy, as always. Like, well, the last fucking 7 weeks or whatever it is, but yeah.
Yeah. Now, guys, the game after, Marty Tapau does the bloody Adrian Morley and starts flying in with knees at people. It was either Adrian Morley or it was fucking Anderson Silva was Michael Bisping going a flying knee. What do you guys think of that?
Oh.
It's a brain snap, obviously, but what the fuck goes through
You
their
just
head?
don't know what he's thinking there. Like the Suoliti one's more of a technical issue, and he got pinned because he'd done it a couple of times. But I don't know. I've got no clue. He deserves whatever suspension he's got because it's just stupid.
How long did he get?
I think he got 3 weeks, which I thought he should have probably got 4 because I think it's as stupid as the Campbell Gillard knee drop. I think they're very similar as far as just brain snaps and absolutely stupid and dangerous.
Seems like there's something linked to forwards and dumb shit.
Yeah.
Like maybe breaking into each other. Anyway, Brandon, what are you thinking, sir?
Yeah, as James said, absolute stupidity. I mean, what's going on in his brain? It kind of reminded me of, as you say, UFC stuff. Masvidal against Askren, the knockout within like milliseconds. He was just like he went one knee first and then flying in with the other one, and lucky to not hit any vital spots. But scary if it did that.
Dan, did you see this one?
I didn't, but I did hear about it. But yeah, how fucking stupid, honestly.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say, what has happened to Tapau? Like, he used to be king shit.
Because he's old, mate.
Yeah, I thought he's actually been having a pretty good year. It's just now it's derailed. But
Yeah.
Big dumb.
He'll be there at the finals, though.
yeah,
You'll definitely see the finals, obviously. But now, look, apparently I know I do. I don't know about you guys. I don't know what your thoughts were, but we owe the. I don't know the Roosters anything. They probably owe the Tigers. They probably owe the Tigers more than most. But I owe the Knights an apology. I thought they were just playing on some ridiculous luck, but they have improved steadily over the entire season and look pretty damn good at the moment. What do you reckon, James?
them beating Melbourne and then the Roosters doing what they did to the Titans, just unpredictable. Just unlike they've been playing for most of the year. It looked like Newcastle, like they got a good win against the Bulldogs, a good win against the Tigers, and we were like, oh yeah, like to see them do it against a good team. Then they come out and just do it to Melbourne. So what do we know?
Dan.
I mean, Roosters beating Titans.
Mm.
It's Titans. Let's be real.
Jeez, that's some.
I'm sorry to any Titans fans listening or watching.
There's not many of them. Don't worry.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, and then Knights just fucking doing that to the Storm. That was fucking crazy.
Impressive, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brandon.
It looks like Knights have finally found their spine and their formula. It's working. I was one to not think they would win this week, as many were, but their form against Bulldogs and Tigers. I didn't think they were going to come out and beat the Storm, and I was thoroughly shocked.
And who would have thought Kalen Pong was a fullback?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm just going to keep bringing that up.
Let's play the prop next. Speaking about some shocking and unexpected things, the Cowboys' start to the season was it was probably one of the weirdest things so far of the 2023 year, but it all sort of turned around for them after they were pumped by the Tigers. It honestly seems like Payton shoved a rocket up them, and they have looked pretty bloody unplayable ever since.
Yeah, it was a game that I never felt comfortable about Parramatta going up there to play them. Luckily, what I was saying on the podcast wasn't recorded last week, so I could have actually picked the exact score, and I did, I think.
He did, yeah.
But,
And try scores.
yeah. So you guys missed out on some genius there, but yeah, they're just so quick and strong through the middle. It's just hard to keep up. It felt like Parramatta was playing about half a pace too slow for most of the game until like the last 5 minutes.
Yeah. Agree. You boys got anything to add?
We were called flat track bullies, but these are another top 8 team that we've technically beat. So I mean, it's what it is. But
Does anyone else see his head just...
It was.
This bloke.
What round was that, Brendan?
Seriously,
we pumped them by 40 points, guys. So I just want to put it out there.
This bloke will make
How many top 8
about the
teams?
Sharks. Anything
Well,
about the Sharks.
I was leading into the next dot point actually. I was
Hold
helping
on,
you guys.
I'm gonna start with Parramatta for the next.
So, Brandon, you didn't want me to talk about how I felt about the Cowboys?
Nah.
You were just going to lead into the
I
shot?
leaned in.
Well, fuck you.
Now, could Parramatta miss the 8?
So, I wrote down this dot point knowing that this week it's almost season defining for Parramatta. After the horrible start, a really tough draw, but also just losing games that they should have won, games that were there to be won, and then injuries and suspensions. It's all made into a really bad situation for the club that could finish anywhere to 10th because of how close the ladder is. This week against a weak Melbourne, if they lose this, I hate to say it as a Para fan, but you could almost scratch us.
Ooh.
Yeah, it won't be pretty because it's still, I think, is Dylan Brown back this week or next week?
I think he's back this week.
So that'll be a welcome inclusion. But
Quick, Dan's got a quick check.
yeah,
on the team
give
list.
us a quick check. But I know Melbourne's missing like Surface Solomona, which is really going to hurt them. Both centres, Olam got dropped, and
What the fuck's happened to him?
yeah, I'm not sure, but actually, who knows? Maybe they're a sneaky chance to drop now. No, probably not. But
I don't know about
but,
that.
yeah, I tried to divert from Parramatta, but yeah, it has not been a pretty season, and I don't know if we deserve to be in the 8, but I'll take it if we end up there.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
It must be next week because Dajan is still playing.
Yeah, it must be next week.
There you go. There you go. Dan, Brandon, do you guys both think Parramatta could miss the 8?
Haven't looked too much into it. I do think they're a beta team, so yeah, probably.
Yeah, I don't know. Like Parra's always like they've had a very hot and cold year after losing the grand final last year. I think it might have taken a toll on them.
I think just the
Big if true.
players in and out has been
Yeah.
derailing the whole season. So.
Losing Reid Marnie as well.
And like, I hate to be a sook and sound like a whinging pom, but the draw hasn't been great. Like we started the year playing like Melbourne, Penrith, and Broncos, and now we've got to finish the year playing Melbourne, Penrith, and Broncos. It's not ideal.
This is perfect. Because speaking about draws, not a single team has had an easier draw in the past 2 seasons than the Cronulla Sharks. There are stats to prove it. Okay? To the left of me, I've got a Sharks fan who's going to explain why the Sharks are not going to miss the 8.
All right. So Sharks will not miss the 8. If you guys want to go to sleep or something.
Yeah,
Look, there.
It's a tough season, right? Our captain has been now injured for the whole year, and any other team whose captain is injured for the whole year, you put a line for them, like Payne Haas, like King Guffo, like Coruscant, like Ben Hunt. But guess what? Sharks, we're still going to make the 8. Why? Because we're a good team, unlike these guys to my left and right. And, new spine, new left edge. Give it a couple weeks, guys. And we're going to see us. I think we might beat Penrith this week, maybe. But after that, who knows? And, back to guys.
Did anyone hear anyone talking for the last couple minutes?
What's your thoughts
Now,
about Sharks?
Here I come. Now, as I said, guys, the Sharks have had the easiest draw of the past 2 years. They get spoken and brought up to be these absolute world beaters, only to crumble at every single battle they have against a semi-decent team. Don't get me started on the good teams, because they just fucking lose to them every time.
Fuck, I'll set up for what you need.
Now,
Last year we beat Melbourne. Last year we beat South. Last year we beat... You just read what the fucking...
Origin period.
The
Origin period.
media, like, speaks in your ears. Fucking Buzz Rothfield, yeah.
Okay, I just want to say, like I said last week, I said Nico Hines was a flat track bully months ago. Now it's cottoned on. Everyone else is saying it because it's fucking true.
Easy draws as well.
He had
I
a
hate
fucking
that.
stinker in the first 60 minutes last weekend. He had a stinker. Now, before you go any further, just let me finish this. This guy right here is comparing Dale Finucane as equivalent players to Clint Gutherson and Payne Haas. Someone with a fucking straight face in this room tell me he's half the player either of them are.
How is our captain our defensive leader?
Defensive leader? He throws his head at people.
The boys, not important to your team. You tell me. You tell me.
tell
Our
me-
leader of our club.
You tell me he's half as good as player right now as Clint Gutherson and Payne Haas.
Everyone has their own opinion. But in easy draw, I hate all the media's term. Easy draws. Firstly, your draws picked at the start of the year. You don't know if fucking Warriors are going to be. You don't know if Warriors are going to be a good team. You don't know if Tigers are going to be a shit team. People thought Tigers had all these buys. Oh, they might be in the top 8. Bulldogs might be in the top 8. They've got kick out. They've got
We're talking Sharks. We're not talking these teams.
exactly.
This is Sharks.
Just because we're beating these teams now, it wasn't an easy draw at the start of the year, but now it's an easy draw because they're shit.
That's right. Hindsight's a beautiful thing. Now, you can't be calling the Warriors shit when they dick you guys down.
Like,
You know?
this is bullshit.
Hindsight is a fantastic thing.
So easy draws, and now we haven't beaten 2 in the top 8. Now there's 2 teams in the top 8, boys, that we beat. So that's out of the window as well.
Both at the start of the year. Flat track bullies
Yeah.
is a real
I
thing.
think Power and Cowboys were last and second last when you beat us.
I think that's true. Mate, Fitzgibbon will be sacked. Fitz,
I doubt that.
no, not anytime soon, guys. Not anytime soon.
You'll go out club
If
legend.
they
mate.
go, what are your next 4 games?
Our next 4 games is Penrith. That's the toughest.
That's going to be fucking hilarious when they put 50
Penrith
on you.
South. I can't remember the other 2.
So Penrith and South are definite. There's 2 losses.
We'll see.
Penrith, South,
Yep.
Titans, Cowboys, Newcastle, Raiders.
You have 6 games left. I reckon there's 4 losses there for you.
I think we win all of them comfortably. So next.
I know you're joking. aren't you?
Next topic. Next question.
Okay, we'll save the rest for another time. We'll head into our NRL tips for the week.
Yeah.
I'll say the game. I'll say your name. Just give us a, what do you got? So tomorrow night's game is a pretty good one, pretty interesting one. The Broncos are playing the Roosters. Dan, who have you got?
Broncos.
You got the Broncos, Brandon.
For obvious reasons.
Yeah, I think Broncos should win, mate. Good
Yeah.
game.
Jones.
Broncos get most of their players back, so I'll be picking them.
Yeah, I agree. So it's going to be a whitewash for all of us picking the old Bronx. Now, Friday night, 6:00. It's going to be fun for all the Tigers fans to watch. Tigers versus the Rabbitohs. I'm going to go and pick the Rabbitohs instantly. What about you, James?
Yeah, rabbits.
Yeah, pretty easy. Brandon?
Yeah, Rabbits, mate. I think it's another all out.
Let's make it 4.
Yep.
How many? How many points will they score? We're going to have a guess. You don't want to
I'm going 42 to 10. 'cause
Jeez, now we can
somehow you guys score tries, even when you get smashed.
Yeah.
I reckon there'll be a Campbell Graham hat trick.
Okay, cool. That
38-6.
helps my Supercoach then. James? Brandon, sorry?
I'll pick 110 to nil. Actually, yeah.
He's talking about the Sharks combined for and against. That's their against in the last 2 weeks. So Storm versus Eels. This is an interesting one. Now, you were saying the Storm are missing a few players.
Yeah, they're missing a fair few. Before that, I thought it was going to be real close. I was still leaning Para because we had more to play for. But now I'm definitely on Para.
Fair call. Brandon?
I forgot what game it is. I'm going Melbourne. Is it Melbourne?
There you go, Melbourne.
Yeah, pick
Dan, what do you think it's, sir?
I'm going to jump on Para.
Para.
I think Melbourne missing all their players will be very detrimental. I can't even say that
You
word.
can do it, buddy.
I'm not even going to try.
Just one more time.
Detrimental. Nah.
Detrimental.
Detrimental. That's
Now I'm gonna go the Eels as well for that one. First Saturday game is the Raiders and the Knights. 2 teams in good form. It'll be a hard one to pick. I'm gonna go the Knights simply because of last week's game against Melbourne. What about you, Brandon?
Where's the game at?
It's in Canberra.
Ooh, I'm going Raiders.
Oh, Raiders, Dan.
Yeah, I'm going Raiders as well. Viking clap.
Yeah, I'll be going the Raiders. The score flattered them last week. They'll be very disappointed and want to fight back.
Nice. Dragons versus Sea Eagles. Dan, what are you thinking, sir?
Dragons, Manly haven't won at Win Stadium since 2003.
All right, I'm gonna fucking back the Sea Eagles to win there then, because
Yeah.
it should be juicy odds, right?
They're $1.44 favourites.
Okay, anyway, James.
So what you're saying is a sneaky bet on Dragons responsibly could be interesting, but I'll still be picking Manly.
Nice. Brandon?
Yeah. Same here. Manly.
Yeah. Buy whatever they want. Yeah.
Hamoli double, I reckon.
How mole. Hamoli, you'll be playing Origin next year, mate. I'm sure of it. You're a weapon. Panthers and Sharks, guys. This will be a good one. I'm
This
gonna
could
start-
be all 4 of us on Penrith.
Now I'm picking Penrith. James.
Yeah, Cleary had a warm-up game, and I think he lines up against Sharks' left side, so that could be interesting. I'll go Penrith.
So you're telling me he's got another warm-up game? Dan, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I think Cleary's going to run rings around him.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Brandon.
So Penrith's a club in turmoil at the moment. I don't know if you know this. Jerome Luai might be going to a different club, guys. This is crazy. So I think there's a bit of a rift in the Penrith team.
Well played.
We're going to be picking Sharks, and it'll be by maybe 1 point.
Now, is Nico Hines named?
Yes, he would.
Really?
Yeah. And we
I
got
don't know if we'll see him.
Wade Graham's starting second row. So that's
Wade-o?
We're good. We're good.
Fuck.
That's good. I think.
Mate, Wade Graham.
yeah.
Yeah.
Graham is back.
He could shore up that side.
He could. Mate, he's a weapon of a tackler. Guys, Bulldogs, Dolphins. Brandon, who are you thinking?
We will be picking I will be picking the Bulldogs. Actually, they got head of players back.
Yeah.
Sexton's back. Bloody Kickout's back. Addo-Carr's back. I reckon the Dogs are having a party.
Fair enough. James, what do you think, sir?
Dolphins.
Dolphins. Brandon, Daniel?
Fins up, baby.
Fins up for me as well. Last game of the round, guys. Sunday, 4 o'clock. The Titans versus the Cowboys. Dan.
I'm going with Cowboys. They've been in red hot form.
James?
Cowboys for the reasons we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, hard to go against them. The Cowboys are looking good.
We'll go into our bets. You know, all of us, we've got our bets here now. I'll show you my one. I'll get into that. I've already forgotten the name of the horse, guys, so I'm gonna fucking.
For the first time tonight, Darren Taylor with the
Someone explain to me how it's happened. All right, guys, going to go to our best bets for the weekend. Now, first up, I am heading to Randwick. I'm going race 9, number 11, Tazaral. It won a fortnight ago, coming from well back in the field. It came nice and wide down the middle of the track and absolutely stormed home to nail its first win here in Australia. Nice progressive horse. I think it's out to the 1800, so very exciting for this one. Once again, that's Randwick, race 9, number 11, Tazaral. Leachy's lock, what do you have for us this week, sir?
Yeah, mate. Leachy's lock. I'm on a sure thing, guys. The sure thing, a favourite. We're at Randwick. We're at race number 7, and we're on number 4. Mojo Magic, paying $2.60. Looking short for me, I know, but it's had bloody so many wins in a row. So I think it's good. I think it's going to win us money, and look, it'll get us back in the winning streak. So I'm happy to.
Before we go any further, that thing's unbeaten.
Oh.
If you can fucking stop it,
Yeah, well,
if you can stop it.
Tune in next week for when I stop this horse's winning streak.
Who's the we got to find who's the trainer again?
Scott Collins.
Scott, mate. If this bloke stops, I'll message you on Twitter and I'll apologise.
I'm sorry, Scott. I'm sorry in advance.
He'll reimburse the trainer's fee. Dan, mate, what's the dumb decision this week?
All right, Dan's dumb decision this week. Bit of a Super Saturday try score a multi.
Mhm.
So in the Canberra Knights game, we have Jordan Rapana and Dominic Young scoring a try. Then we go to the Dragons and Manly game. We have Michaela Ravalawa and Jason Saab scoring a try. And then the third game, Penrith Panthers, Cronulla Sharks. We have Stephen Crossan and Ronaldo Sue Molatala.
Ooh.
So, and that is paying $47.52.
One of your smarter ones.
Yeah. I think that is the lowest odds I've ever done on
Oh.
a
Is that mean something? Maybe.
Not as dumb
I've-
as usual.
I've been pulling these multis off myself lately. And, I thought I might as well just chuck one on for Dan's thumb.
Only
You've
like
also been pulling yourself off lately.
On the daily.
20 weeks in, he's decided he's going to actually give money for the punters. So.
Yeah, exactly. What a guy. Oh, we're not supposed to make this impossible, are we? Well, look, Jim's Jam, sir. What have you got for us?
We've got a bit of a boys are back in town bet. We're going the Rabbitohs Tigers game. I'm desperate for a win, as you can. You'll we've got Alex Johnson, Campbell Graham, Latrell Mitchell, South 13 plus, paying $4. I just need something.
Hey, mate, look, it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
It is absolutely better than nothing.
I'm actually a bit disappointed in myself with how low the odds are for 4 things to happen, but they should all happen.
There you go. Now, guys, couch commentators, anytime try scorer. Have you guys picked your player yet?
Yeah, I've got one.
We're good. James, what have you got for us, sir?
Alex Johnson, I think.
AJ?
Especially if Trell's back, he could score 5.
What?
Stop putting-
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. So, Alex Johnson, number 1. Brandon, what have you got, sir?
Oh, wait. I'll be picking.
Yeah, very nice. I'm going to assume that's Gianni Couture.
Yeah, that's crazy. So that is Ronaldo Bulletala. Yes, if you
Nice. Now I'm going to go with Old Reliable, who seems to score every time I pick him, and that is Haumole Olakuatu.
Schmo, biggie
Oh,
schmoes.
Dan, what have you got
And
for us? mate?
I'm going to go the same game and go my old faithful, Michaela Ravalol.
Ooh.
And those odds,
I reckon $12.
what do you reckon, Brendan?
If he's going 12, it's got to be $14.
Jim, what do you got?
Oh, I picked up and paid about $1.10, so I think I'll go about $10.
It is paid $16.
Ooh, come on.
And I will put that on
Come
for after all.
on.
That's free money. That's free real estate. Gamble responsibly.
All right, guys. We good for tonight?
Yeah.
All sorted? Anything else to add?
Nah.
All right, guys. Make sure you follow us on all our social media pages. Make sure you comment, like, follow, all that sort of thing. If you have anything you want us to bring up in future podcasts, let us know. We'll be more than happy to oblige. Take care, guys. Gamble responsibly.